The fight between Teofimo Lopez and Jamaine is about to go down, and we've got the pros talking about it. Straight out of their mouth, we bring you some insane picks and predictions. What's got everyone talking is their recent sparring footage. It doesn't help but build up more anticipation. But hold on to your boxing gloves because we've got more in store for you. The lead up to this fight has been nothing short of electrifying, with a few twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, let's not beat around the bush. The big question on everyone's mind is whether we'll ever witness the long-anticipated showdown between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. These two have been throwing verbal jabs at each other for ages, teasing us with the prospect of an explosive matchup in the lightweight division. But here's the scoop. Both fighters made a move to the light welterweight division, leaving us wondering if this dream fight will ever become a reality. So what's Teofimo Lopez's take on this? Well, he's got some choice words. The talk about the other names is just nonsense for me right now. I'm blocking out the noise. Do I want to face Haney and Crawford? Absolutely. That's right, he's not backing down from a challenge, but he's also laser focused on his immediate opponent, Ortiz.
Devin has about like 5-6 flaws. Tank has about like 3-4. Ryan has about 10. It's too many for him. Every time he punches, he puts his chin up. Bro, I'm gonna dissect all these boys one at a time.
Now let's talk about Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father and trainer. He's got a unique perspective on this whole situation. You see, Bill Haney has a soft spot for Jamaine Ortiz. He's been in Ortiz's corner, helping him chase that elusive world title. But here's where it gets tricky. Ortiz is about to face Bill's son's arch nemesis, Teofimo Lopez. So, when asked about the upcoming Lopez versus Ortiz fight, Bill Haney finds himself in a bit of a pickle. On one hand, he wishes Ortiz and his team nothing but success in what promises to be a skillful bout. Listen, heck of a fight. You know, I hope, nothing but, pleasantries. I wish nothing but pleasantries for, Jamaine Ortiz and his team. That they can come out victorious, said Haney Sr. But there's a twist. A victory for Ortiz could potentially throw a wrench into the long-anticipated grudge match between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. I said it before, I'll say it again. I ain't gonna believe it till I see it, you know? And it's a lot different, you know, once they feel these punches. It's a lot different when they see this IQ, and it's a lot different when they see the kind of depth.
Bill Haney himself admits, I have conflicting feelings while saying that, because it will ruin the ultimate grudge match that we have with the Lopez team Lopez. Drama behind the scenes, folks. It's not just about what happens in the ring now.
Knock it off. Talking about you won't Bud Crawford. I just seen you and your daddy. And I yelled, why didn't we offer you $20 million?
Let's hear it straight from the champ himself, Teofimo Lopez. The Takeover recently had a heart-to-heart with Dan Rafael, and he spilled the beans about his career, his upcoming showdown with Ortiz, and that surprising retirement announcement that had everyone talking. First things first, Lopez is all about gratitude. He's thankful to Las Vegas, Top Rank, and even ESPN for giving him the platform to shine. This is a super fight. I want to thank Las Vegas, Nevada for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank Top Rank, Bob Arum, and Todd Duboff, Lopez said. You can feel the appreciation in his words, can't you? Now let's talk about that epic victory over Josh Taylor. Many consider it his best performance ever, and he's not one to disagree. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that was my best performance I have seen myself in my whole career, he admitted. The man's got confidence and he's not afraid to show it. But what about that retirement announcement, you ask? Well, it turns out it was all about being a better dad. Personally, I did it for my own sake of being a father. I knew I wasn't done with the sport, I just needed some time off, Lopez explained. So you see, even champions need a breather sometimes. Now, let's talk about potential future opponents. You might think he'd be all fired up about facing Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney, but no, it's Terrence Crawford who gets his blood pumping. It's the only guy, possible opponent, that gets me going. It's Terrence Crawford, Lopez declared. It's like he's saying, bring on the big dogs. But here's the kicker. Teofimo Lopez has his sights set on a potential super lightweight unification bout against Devin Haney later this year. But he knows that a convincing victory against Ortiz is crucial to keeping that opportunity alive. A loss or a lackluster performance could slam the door shut on that exciting prospect. Now let's shift the spotlight back to Jamaine Ortiz, the man who's ready to prove himself against the odds. A year ago, he faced his first career loss at the hands of Vasyl Lomachenko. But he's not one to back down. His recent record of 3-1-1 shows some ups and downs, but he's determined to show that those setbacks were just temporary hiccups. But let's not kid ourselves. The odds are heavily stacked against Ortiz in this one. We're talking about minus 700 for Lopez to win, plus 450 for Ortiz to win, and plus 1800 for a draw. If you're betting on Ortiz, you might be looking at some serious cash if he pulls it off. But let's be real, the most likely outcome is Lopez winning by decision at minus 125, followed by a Lopez knockout victory at plus 188. So, what's the word on the street? What are the early predictions saying? Well, it's not rocket science, my friend. Teofimo Lopez is the clear favorite here, and everyone and their grandma are expecting him to walk out of that ring with his belt held high. But let's not count Ortiz out just yet. If you're feeling adventurous, you might want to put your money on Lopez winning by knockout at plus 188. I mean, the guy has a track record of knocking people out. Around 68% of his fights have ended that way. It's like a fireworks show waiting to happen. Now, if you want to play it safe, but still want some action, consider betting on the fight not going the distance at plus 120. It's like saying, yeah, Lopez might knock him out, but who knows, Ortiz might surprise us all. It's a bit more conservative, but it keeps you in the game. But for the real risk takers out there, how about Lopez winning in rounds 9 to 12 at plus 500? This is for the folks who believe that Ortiz will hold his ground early on, and if a knockout does happen, it'll be a late-game surge by Lopez. Plus, when the man himself expresses confidence in his knockout potential, it adds some serious weight to the prediction. But wait, there's more to this intriguing story. Bill Haney has shifted his focus to help Jamaine Ortiz prepare for his upcoming clash with Teofimo Lopez. Scheduled for February 8th in Las Vegas, this fight is set to be an absolute barn burner as Ortiz challenges Lopez for the WBO junior welterweight title. Now this move might seem surprising, especially given the potential clash between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez on the horizon. But it's a testament to the camaraderie and support within the boxing community. Despite the competitive nature of the sport, Bill Haney has committed to providing Ortiz with valuable insights and strategies. It's a fascinating twist in the tale, and it adds another layer of intrigue to this already compelling showdown. With Bill Haney in Ortiz's corner, you can be sure that there's some serious boxing knowledge being passed around. But there's more to it than just their fighting styles. It's the hunger for victory that drives these fighters. Lopez wants to prove that he's not just a one-hit wonder, that he's here to stay at the top of the division. Ortiz, on the other hand, seeks redemption after his loss to Lomachenko. He's determined to show the world that he's a force to be reckoned with. The build-up to this fight has been intense, with both fighters trading verbal blows in the lead-up. Lopez has called Ortiz just another stepping stone on his path to greatness, while Ortiz has vowed to shock the world with an upset victory. The tension is palpable, and it's only going to escalate as fight night approaches. But it's not just about the fighters. It's the stories behind the fighters that make this matchup so compelling. Lopez's journey from a young, hungry prospect to a world champion is the stuff of dreams. Ortiz's rise from adversity and his determination to make a name for himself in the boxing world is equally inspiring. These are two fighters with heart, and that's what makes this clash so special. As the countdown to fight night continues, the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. Fans from around the world are eagerly awaiting the moment when these two warriors step into the ring and put it all on the line. Will Lopez continue his reign as champion, or will Ortiz pull off the upset of the year? Only time will tell. So mark your calendars, folks, and get ready for a night of unforgettable boxing action. Teofimo Lopez versus Jamaine Ortiz is not just a fight, it's a showdown of epic proportions. Who will emerge victorious? You won't want to miss it.